Particular style for the style now. We back at you. For this video, we got who killed this Microsoft executive in a shocking ambush. They didn't want to word it a certain way. In other words, who put a hit out for assassination for a Microsoft executive. Let's take a more in-depth look. Let's give a perspective of what I was just illustrating in my games. When I said Hitman 3, when I said they will send certain individuals like Agent 47 that has no empathy, that has no compassion, that only does what they are told. Y'all think it's a joke?
So as it means exercise in the way you think. Most of the collection
Zoe.
names are all typed.
Cool.
Now, mystery surrounds who was...
He was a Microsoft executive who was ambushed and gunned down right in...
What prompts a Microsoft executive to be gunned down right in front of his kids? What prompts a Microsoft executive to get on the shit list of somebody else that wants to kill or assassinate that person? What did he have that they no longer wanted? His intellect, his mind, his perspective, his ideology. They didn't want to kill him physically. They want to kill what made him the person that he is. It's not the physical being that people don't like. Think about it. People ain't necessarily killing people based on their physical being. They're killing people based on the things that they believe in or the actions that they have taken that made a certain people feel a certain type of way, as in they want to eliminate you from the board completely. So what could a Microsoft executive have done to be on the shit end of an assassination in front of his kids?
front of his 2-year-old daughter, now his widow, is speaking with Inside Edition, making an appeal for anyone with information to come forward. She spoke with Jim Murray.
1, 2, 3, go! These are the last images of Microsoft executive Jared Bridegan doting on his young children before he was viciously shot to death in an ambush. Now, mystery surrounds who was behind the assassination on the father of 4 in this upscale neighborhood in Jacksonville Beach, Florida.
Jacksonville Beach, Florida. So he already a Microsoft executive, so you already know he done made it to a certain upper echelon of people and status. These are the things that they're never going to find out. At least the public won't know. This wasn't an ambush. This was an assassination. Who put the hit out on this Microsoft executive? Who sent Agent 47 to eliminate this Microsoft executive? And what are the reasons why they wanted this Microsoft executive eliminated? Did he not go along with the metaverse? Did he not go along with the illusion that we need to keep stripping everybody from their energetic energy, their energetic memory? That's another video I'm going to go into. Energetic memory. He didn't get killed because he was a bad person. He got killed because he was a good person working for the wrong people. And as they show in movies, time and time after again, when you have good people working for a bad corporation, it's ultimately the good people that try to make a change within or disagree with certain things or don't abide by or don't go with the flow of certain things. They ultimately get assassinated, murdered, killed themselves. It was probably, it's different strokes for different folks. For the way they did him in front of his 2-year-old daughter, you know this was a paid hit. Who got enough money to get to put out a hit on us Microsoft executive? This ain't the regular, I want my husband killed because I want his life insurance. This ain't that. They didn't steal nothing from him besides his life in front of his 2-year-old daughter. This is the war that we live in, where it's more and more incidences like these that go unsolved.
Was driving home with his 2-year-old daughter strapped in her car seat when police say he stopped his vehicle to remove a tire left in the road. That's when he was gunned down at close range, right in front of his daughter. Police believe the tire was left in the middle of the street to lure him out of his car.
Whoever did this is just vile and cowardly.
I spoke to Jared's heartbroken widow. Kirsten, investigators say that
She know what's up, and if she don't, this was a detriment, because we get into these certain upper echelon positions and careers, and then we choose not to tell our family or our loved one about certain situations that we get into because we fear not only for our own lives but for their lives as well. So he lucky that they didn't exterminate his whole family, because they didn't did this before. I'm gonna go and do a video recapping that video as well. It was a dude that made the thing about 4 or 5 years ago. He was making his own movie or documentary called The Gray State. We're gonna do a whole deep dive into the Gray State, but they killed his whole family and the dog, and they said it was a murder-suicide. So they knew the road, and they knew that he would go get out of the car to take the wheel from in the middle of the road. Me personally, if I'm riding down this street, and I'm known, and I know myself that I go down this street or travel this street often, and something is like that out of the whack, I'm not going to get out of my vehicle. I'm going to try my best to go around it without having to get out the vehicle, because obviously they were in another car parked ahead, shit that they don't know, because they can't say, because obviously where that ain't no cameras on this road. So it could have been a little wooded bush area on the side where these people were waiting till he came. So they had already known that he had left. So they were already waiting for him to come back. Where did they get all this information from? Who paid them this much money to be this calculated and to exterminate him in front of his 2-year-old child? Because he's a Microsoft executive? Think about it.
Here's this was a hit or an ambush.
Yeah,
It's a hit.
that is how it appears.
Kirsten
It's a hit.
says her husband had
It's a
just
hit.
dropped off his twins from a previous marriage at their mother's house. He was driving the usual route home that he always
Told you.
drove.
I actually talked to him on the phone right after he dropped his twins off. And he just told me that they had had a good day. They got ice cream. My daughter in the back told me, I got an ice cream, Mommy.
Sad.
And then they said, okay, see you soon.
Minutes later, he was slain. The sound of gunfire was captured on a neighbor's camera.
That's sad.
Leslie, your 2-year-old daughter was in the car when your husband was killed. What has she told you?
Mostly it's the sound that she refers to, the boom, is how she describes the gunshots. So she'll say, boom, 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 and then she'll say daddy on the ground. It's excruciating.
The shocking ambush happened 2 months ago.
Sad.
Kirsten is now speaking out in frustration that the killer is still on the loose.
He never gonna get caught. This happened 2 months ago. MSNBC didn't post this. Only reason it's going, coming out now is because the wife chose to go public and express that why ain't nothing being followed up on. This is the shit they're not gonna post. This is the shit they're not gonna put to the forefront for the masses to see. Because most people will say, oh, okay, well, we got niggas getting killed every day. We don't got niggas getting assassinated like SBG Duck every day. That was an assassination. And there's a lot of other brothers that have been assassinated through gang violence. but they don't do it as calculated as somebody as upper echelon as a Microsoft executive. For his 2-year-old daughter to only gonna remember her whole life is she heard boom, 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 and then seeing her daddy on the ground, never got back up, never will get back up. But this is the world we all want to live in. This is the world we all want to make it to a certain position in life. You make it to a certain position and you know a little bit more than what you should, they're gonna do your ass just like the Microsoft executive. They don't show no remorse. No, why? Because they're gonna get people that have no remorse to be shown. They only want the benefit of the money. And to each his own. But the simple fact that have a Microsoft executive get gunned down in front of his 2-year-old child and ain't nothing, no speculations of it. This is how sinister that shit is. They can do shit to their own people and get away with it scot-free.
I want people to know that the murderer's out there. The murderer's probably watching this.
Yeah, you know it is.
They're living their life, and that's not okay.
Police say this is one possible clue. Surveillance footage of an older model blue F-150 four-door truck captured in the area.
This vehicle could still be local or it could be out of state by now. So that's the big thing, is getting the word out so everybody can be...
2 months ago, you think the goddamn car is still local? This is where they keep giving you the runaround. They're never going to actually want to find out who did this shit. No, why? Because they don't want to be the next person on the hit list. So maybe his wife doesn't know the information that got him killed. Because if she did, you can best believe they would have killed her too, unfortunately, and the kids. And blamed it on him, saying a murder-suicide.
looking for this vehicle.
Kirsten now struggles with how she'll raise her children without their dad.
My favorite thing to do with my dad is cuddling.
He's an awesome dad. He loved the babies, snuggling with them. He would make up the best bedtime stories.
Kirsten had worked with Jared at Microsoft, but quit to become a full-time mom.
Good thing So she know about some of the things that was going on inside of Microsoft, just like he do. He was a Microsoft executive. He knows everything that goes on with Microsoft, what they plan on doing, what they doing with people information, what they doing with people data, and how they planning on using this against the people in the future. He got killed for one of those reasons. He knew too much, and he wasn't following the flow of that corporation. TV the stars for the star now, and you better be vigilant, because the more and more shit that people like me speak out, we can almost guarantee there's a target on our back, either now or for our future self. Because this is why they have us killing our future self. They said, what? They got us killing our future self. Think about it. I'm going to come back with another video as far as decoding the movie The Looper. TV the star for the star 9. If you appreciate the content, make sure you lasso 2V. If you don't know what that means, like and subscribe to the video. Appreciate it. I'm gone.